It was insane. Many of my relatives were dying in my
ரொம்ப பழைய மெமரி. நான் அதை நினச்சி கூட பார்த்துக்க மாட்டேன். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்தது நான் கம்ப்ளீட்டாக மறந்துருப்பேன். ஆனால் என் பிரெயின்குள்ளே எங்கேயோ ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கு.
It's been faces. It's been random faces.
So hi everyone, this is Cing sitting inside my room. என்னடா இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறேன்னு பார்க்காதீங்க, என் கூட இருக்கவர் அப்படி. அவர் எங்கேருந்து வராரு, எந்த நாட்டிலேருந்து வராரு, எதுக்கு இந்தியாவுக்கு வந்திருக்காரு, இந்த விபாசனா எப்படி தெரியும், எதனால அவர் இந்த விபாசனா சூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு, இவர் ஒரு ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் பர்சனா அப்படிங்கிற எல்லா இன்ட்ரடக்ஷனுமே அவரே கொடுப்பாரு. அவர்கிட்ட கேட்கலாம். How are you? Yeah, I'm good. So how about you and what's your name? So just introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, so my name is Warren Atkins. I'm 36 years of age. I'm Irish and I live in London. But I've just been traveling around India for the last 2 months.
So why did you choose India?
Well, so I absolutely love India. First of all, it's my 4th time here. So I've come 3 times in the past. I love the food. I love the people. I love the streets. I love the shops. I love the colors. I love the temples. You know, there's just so much to see over here, and it's completely different to where I'm from. You know, it's worlds apart and it's just such a magical place. In Delhi, I went to Agra, I did Jaipur, went to Varanasi, went to Pushkar, went to Rishikesh, Haridwar, straight up to Ladakh as well. I ended up on a biking trip up in Ladakh, up in the Himalayas, which was so good.
Spiritual people எங்க போகணும்னு ஆசைப்படுவாங்க. அந்த ஹரித்வார், ரிஷிகேஷ், கேதார்நாத் இந்த மாதிரி இடங்களை ரொம்ப தேடி போயிருக்காங்க. What are you doing for living? So we are traveling across the world, you know, countries to countries. You are from a different continent. I think you are from Europe, if I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So what are you doing for living?
So I'm a TV producer. So I do a lot of this. You see what you're doing right here? I do a lot of this back home as well. So I work on like entertainment shows and reality shows. Okay. So if you know, like India's Got Talent, quite a number of years, but basically I've got 2 sides to me. One is, you know, the TV producer. It's cameras, lights, action, all of that type of thing. And then the other side of me is kind of the spiritual side. It's really looking kind of deep. It's spending a lot of time figuring out who I am and what I'm all about and trying to open myself from a spiritual point of view, especially through working on my chakras. That's kind of how my spiritual journey started. And it was through a meditation that then led me to come on this trip to India. I was a couple of months ago, just finished off with this Vipassana course, which has just been unbelievable.
Okay, so before entering to the Vipassana technique, have you ever been tried any other technique in your past life? May I know by what age you started this meditation?
So I started meditating maybe about properly a year and a half ago, but it was more just through online tutorials that I had seen, and it was more just about breathing and focusing on the present breath and some visuals as well, but I'd never really kind of immersed myself in one particular technique. We're just doing a recording.
So guys, நம்ம இன்னொரு கெஸ்ட் வந்துட்டாரு.
I'm Arthur from Austria and I'm a neurosurgeon. I'm doing right now an internship in Duja Hospital in Mumbai. Now it's my end of my time in India and I decided to do the Vipassana.
So what makes you to jump into this spirituality life? Who suggested you this Vipassana technique?
Visit India, you came across like meditation. And I was always fascinated about the method of meditation. And then I came to India and I heard it's the oldest technique.
So this was your first technique?
First technique, and it was really hard to sit. Always either on the chair or stand. In my job, you always stand, walking, running around, and you're always active. But not sitting like this.
If you are running for a day also, you will not get that much of pain in the knee.
Yeah.
So after all sitting, 1 hour ஒரே இடத்துல எந்த ஒரு பொசிஷன் சேஞ்சும் பண்ணாம இருக்கிறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
Arthur was saying it's that thing where your legs literally feel like they're screaming at you. They're like, let me go. I need to be released right now. And then meanwhile, your mind is trying to focus on these sensations potentially going down your face, and then you're having a conversation with yourself. So it's that situation where it's a battle.
Battle between your mind and the body. Yeah. Next question is it's a common question. Whenever we sit for a meditation, so we'll be having multiple thoughts from the past or any future. How did you face those thoughts?
The thing is as well, it's the monkey mind, isn't it? For me, at the very, very beginning, once all of these thoughts were coming in, it was just the observe. And that was the main thing for me to be able to kind of just like focus my mind and get rid of all of those thoughts that I had.
Have you ever felt a day like there is no thoughts, you just are living the moment in these 10 days?
Not the whole day. No, not even an hour. So there is always coming one mind, but with the time, the mind calms down. So on the first day, it's still you're here, you have thoughts about what happened yesterday, what will be the next day bringing. So it was really full, your head was full with thoughts. But day by day, they were decreasing because you don't have that much input.
Yes.
Like also it helps like that you don't have conversations with people, no phone. The best was no phone. I think not always text message or social media news. I didn't know if an atomic bomb was dropped in Europe or not.
So I would like to share my experience. If people are sitting and closing your eyes, suddenly a thought came. My teacher, Dhammaseva, they both were taking the speaker, running away and stealing the speaker.
That's what your thought was.
Yeah. Thinking about it, why should they have done it? Because the speaker is theirs only. Whenever I am thinking about the same thought, literally I started to laugh. Have you ever feel very, very old memory, like 5 years, 6 years? Have you got any memory of that while meditating?
It's not so much memories, it's more people for me. It's been faces. It's been random faces from the past, from like 10, 15 years ago, someone that I haven't spoken to, and it's like, boom, and you're like, oh. Very quick flashes, sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I go.
இந்த மெடிடேஷன் எப்படின்னா அப்சர்வ் த ரியாலிட்டி. ஸோ என்ன ரியாலிட்டி அதுதான். நான் என்ன எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணேன்னா நம்ம லைஃப்பில் இருக்க ரொம்ப பழைய மெமரி, நான் அதை நினச்சி கூட பார்த்துக்க மாட்டேன். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்தது நான் கம்ப்ளீட்டாக மறந்துருப்பேன். ஆனால் என் பிரெயின்குள்ளே எங்கேயோ ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கு, அது வந்து வெளியில் வருது.
For me, I had so many nightmares. Those people of mine were dying during the night. It was insane. Many of my relatives were dying in my dreams. And I think so. The lesson I learned is like, okay, that's my biggest fear, that I lose my surrounding, my people around, and you're alone suddenly. You're always like texting with someone, you know that they are alive, but here you 10 days, you don't have any contact to them.
Will you carry out to your hometown, or else I will just leave it away?
Yeah, for sure. I will. I hope I can, but I don't know. When you're coming home, you immediately go back to your old habits.
Yeah.
So, but I will definitely take this experience with me, and also will change my lifestyle.
No, I'm going to bring it with me, for sure. The end goal is like enlightenment. Am I going to get there? Yeah. Probably not.
How did you felt like they're offering a free course and the free food and the free accommodation? Any questions why these people are doing like this?
Coming into this course, I had no doubt whatsoever, because someone very close to me, my sister, has done Vipassana, and she came out and she really raved about it. So I really like the idea of coming and being able to give back on a donation basis, because it holds on to the purity of what Vipassana represents. It's not about making money. At the end of the day, it's about a technique that has come from Buddha, that wants to be, shared to the nation.
Yeah, I see the same, that I was not curious about like it's everything is for free, and I also heard that it's on donation based. And for me, it's the same. So I think everyone is here with a positive mind and not like getting the best out of it. Like Pesa Vasul, I learned in Hindi. And no one wants something in return. So we don't get any sheet or any like reward and points. Like you can, like in a daily life, you always get some rewards if you donate or anything. So it's just, no one knows how much you gave. And it's just for goodwill, and
giving without expecting anything, the name and the fame. Will you suggest it to more people in your country or your friends to do this technique going back to your hometown?
living in London, because that's where I'm living at the moment, it's just like such a rat race, and it's like go 24/7, where you're chasing your tail, and people are like stressed and they're angry and like their heads are down, and when you walk down the street they don't speak to each other, and it's quite a hardcore city life that I live in. And I think people back home are frightened to do that. People are frightened to spend time on their own. They don't understand how to do it, and they don't understand what the benefits are. And it's people like myself and yourself, and we've all gone through this now, and it's the first time that I've really gone solo in something like this, and I'm going to be beating it into the heads of some of my friends when I go back, and I'm going to be making them come and do a Vipassana course, because there's one just outside London.
Past 10 days we have been in a new experience and new atmosphere. So how you are feeling? So back to the same game we were playing these many years. So how you are feeling?
Yeah, a little bit afraid. So I also, as I told you today, when I got back my phone and all the messages and all the emails and all the to-dos were increasing again. Not my sankaras, but my to-dos were increasing. Now another approach that not everything is important. We had now 10 days where nothing was happening outside.
Yeah.
And this like fear of missing out, something is happening outside and we are here for 10 days just meditating. But nothing happened. The world is the same outside. With this mind, I can go outside maybe with less fear.
One thing that I've taken away from this that I'm going to be able to use on a daily basis is that thing of don't react. Especially for me, it's like if anger comes up, if frustration comes up, if agitation comes up with another person or another situation, the reaction is going to come up and it's going to happen. But I think it's recognizing it then and there and be like, hold on, you're angry, just observe and don't react.
Observe it objectively. That's the point. டெக்னிக்கு ரொம்ப முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட். என்னைக்காச்சும் நீங்கள் கோவப்படுறீங்க, இல்லை பயப்படுறீங்க, இல்லை சந்தோஷப்படுறீங்க, எந்த ஃபீலிங்காக இருந்தாலுமே ஒரு செகண்ட் உங்களுக்கு ஃபீல் ஆகும், இல்லை ரெக்கக்னைஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க. அந்த டயத்தில் நீங்கள் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு வாட்டி அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. ஆனால் யாரை அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும்னா நம்மளை அப்சர்வ் பண்ணாமல் அப்ஜெக்டிவ்லி, அதாவது மூணாவது மனுஷனா, சாட்சி பாவம் சொல்கிறாங்க இங்கே, அதாவது மூணாவது தேர்ட் பர்சனாக வந்து அதை வந்து அப்சர்வ் பண்ண சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அதுதான் இவர் வந்து ப்ராக்டிக்கலி இங்கே நாங்கள் கற்றுக்கினதை நாங்கள் வெளியில் போய் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணணும், இவர் பண்ண போகிறோங்கிறது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின், have you ever felt I just want to be a monk or I just will lead a life? I mean, I just learn the things spiritually and I implement in my day-to-day life. Which path you will choose?
I mean, I don't think I'm going to become a monk, if I'm being quite honest. And you know what they say in there as well is that you are living the life of a monk for these 10 days.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I was also expecting that now before I'm going back to Austria, like having 10 days of relaxation, like in the spa. And then and now I also respect monks even more because you think, oh, what a lovely life. They're just meditating, chanting, but I think, okay, waking up every day and don't have an end in your mind. Like we have, okay, it's 5 more days, 4 more days, 3 more days. But the monk is like until enlightenment, until that. So I don't know.
I just want you to share what will you say to the people who is not getting into the spiritual life and who is new to the spirituality.
I was also not spiritual before I came to India. And this changed a lot in my thinking because I'm a doctor, I'm allopathic medicine. It's just the body, the physiology and everything and all this beliefs and spirits. I was not that into it. But then I entered into India and it's full of spirits. So, and then I would just say, give it a try. So if you're not into it, give it a try, and Vipassana is a really good option. It's just 10 days. You can give everything in these 10 days. And if it's not working for you, then leave it behind and say, okay, you're not a spiritual person. But if you say you want to give it a try, I think the 10 days, it's perfect. And it will change you.
So like spirituality, a lot of people think it's about ghost hunting. And it's like, and as Arthur was saying as well, quite some time ago, I wasn't a spiritual person whatsoever. And meditation was kind of, thrown at me, and I decided just to give it a go and see if it made a difference. And the thing is, if you just give it a try, you will feel something. You need to give it a shot, and you need to, experience it for yourself, and you've got absolutely nothing to lose. So why the hell not?
ஸோ இவங்க சொன்னது வந்து நீங்கள் எல்லாமே கவனிச்சிருப்பீங்க. இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு வேற ஒரு கண்ட்ரி, வேற காண்டினென்ட், அதாவது ஏஷியா கூட இல்லைங்க, வேற ஒரு கண்டத்தை விட கண்டம் வந்து இந்த ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டியை வந்து நம்ம இந்தியாவில் கிடைக்குது, இருக்குது, ஒரு விஷயம் அப்படி இருக்குது அப்படின்னு ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்க. இதை வந்து எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டு இதை வந்து ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்க்க சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு 10 நாள் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக இந்த டெக்னிக், எந்த ரிலீஜியனையுமே சார்றாத டெக்னிக். லைக் இஃப் யூ ஆர் கிறிஸ்டியன் யூ கேன் கிவ் இட் ட்ரை, இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஹிந்து யூ ஆல்சோ கேன் கிவ் இட் ட்ரை. ஸோ இட்ஸ் நாட் ரிலேட்டட் டு எனி ரிலீஜன். ஸோ இது வந்து ஒரு கன்வர்ஷன் கிடையாது. ஸோ வந்து ரிலீஜியஸாக கன்வெர்ட் ஆகணும்னு கிடையாது. ஸோ எல்லா விஷயத்தையுமே நீங்கள் ஒதுக்கி வச்சுட்டு, உங்கள் ஃபேமிலி, உங்கள் ரிலீஜியன், அப்புறமா உங்கள் எல்லாத்தையுமே, உங்கள் பிஸி ஸ்கெடியூல் எல்லாத்தையும் ஒதுக்கி வச்சுட்டு ஒரு 10 நாள் இந்த ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் லைஃப், எக்ஸாமைன் யுவர் செல்ஃப், உங்களை நீங்களே வந்து ஜஸ்ட் வந்து பார்க்க போகிறீங்க, அவ்வளோதான், அப்சர்வ் பண்ண போகிறீங்க இந்த 10 நாள் இந்த பிஸியான வேர்ல்டுலேருந்து இந்த இடத்துக்கு. ஸோ என்னடா இது சர்ச்லேயோ இந்த கோயிலையோ பேசுகிற மாதிரி பேசுகிறேன்னு நினைக்காதீங்க. இந்த வீடியோ பார்த்து யாரோ ஒருத்தர் ஸ்பிரிச்சுவலாக வந்தால் இந்த வீடியோக்கான டேக் அவே. So give a try to this technique. If you are very interested about meditation, you should start with this Vipassana technique. Thanks for watching. This is
Warren Atkins.
Arthur Hosman.
that wonderful.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for sharing.